Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Premier. That's Bobby B. That's my dog Javon, and we're getting straight into UFC Seattle today. Just a quick recap of how we did last week. I myself went 11-2 on my money lines, and I profited 11 units or 12 units. I'd have to look at the actual Picket. You can track me on Picket. Everything's third-party tracked. Our max bet smacked last week. We called Nathaniel Wood. We called Danny Silva. We had some good picks last week, boys. Gotta love the value on Silva and Wood cashing at plus 230. Couldn't believe Vegas let us hit a lick like that. Not to mention my dog Mozart coming through for the 10-unit play. We like the money, man. We like the money. And this week we're going to be talking about money and how we can help you make picks. I am not a financial advisor. Just want to make that clear. Let's get straight into the bets, man. I'm starting from the top of the card, and I want to kick this one off. I got to do it to you, Bobby B. I cannot believe you are not repping Philly in this fight, man. Joe PYFER in this bitch. Straight up. Israel ADESANYA has lost 5 out of his last 6 fights. I know it's against killer competition, but Izzy has shown his chin is fading. It breaks my heart. Izzy is like one of the most entertaining fighters to watch when he's not point fighting with Yoel Romero. I mean, but dude, it's 4 out of 5. And yes, I understand it's Pereira, Strickland, Duplessis, Imavov. But PYFER hits harder than Francis Ngannou, bro. This dude cracks. And honestly, I've heard his interviews all week. He has said he's going to beat him with mixed martial arts. AKA, if you know any ball, that means this kid's going to come out here and wrestle. You know, and honestly, Izzy has struggled. He has truly struggled with wrestling if you watch this DDP fight. I mean, honestly, and when you really look at it, he's fought straight strikers. Straight strikers. Like, I mean, when last time, look, when he fought Jan here, got mauled. And I'm not saying PYFER is Jan by any means. I'm just saying he has a tendency when guys start wrestling to struggle. And honestly, Joe PYFER's clearest path to victory here is on the ground. The guy's, his whole background is BJJ. He grew up doing BJJ before he ever started training and striking. I mean, he trains out of Marquez. He trains with Sean Brady and them. The dude's a goon, bro. And I expect him, this is a massive step up in competition, but at dog money, with Izzy losing 4 out of his last 5, essentially the only reason he's getting this line is because of his name and because of his past. I just think at 36 years old, bro, he's over the hill. He's fighting someone here who wants it more. PYFER's got so much to prove. Izzy's at this point is just fighting just to fight, man. I don't know, boys. Am I missing anything here on this one, or PYFER just comes out here at ITD and just walks through him? I mean,
you have PYFER too, Javon?
We but that since he came at you on your Philly roots.
Do you also have PYFER?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Well, let's just say you might as well go next then, because if I'm the only one with, I'll go last. I'll defend my boy.
All right. Well, we got to talk about one of my favorite fighters of all time. Literally, the reason I became such a fan out of the gate. His fight with Robert Whitaker, the first one, it was the first full card I had ever watched, and he put a cherry so bright on that bitch. I really thought I had been wasting every Saturday previously in my entire life. 2-time champ, one of the best defense streaks in the UFC to date, regardless of weight class, and his skills on the mic, or rather embarrassing lack of, still always equaled entertainment. Now the problem, hindsight being 2020, his title reign, although extensive, turned out to be not so impressive. The first Whitaker win was a triumph, but since then his best fights and title defenses haven't aged well, and only the fights in which he reclaimed the belt or claimed the belt are really worthy of legend. He's 36, aged out of picking his own opponents due to his terrible trash talk, will be remembered as the guy in the bar line getting switched on him for Pereira. And I think Joe PYFER gets a 3rd round KO. For the kid in me that's a fan, I really could only hope that Izzy, with his 5 inches of extra reach, could point fight him and keep him away. But I think PYFER has the power to put a good shot on his chin that may already be retired. So sad to say it, but PYFER's gonna have Izzy on skates like Elsa.
And just a quick kind of second off that, my official pick, I could see PYFER getting it. I mean, here's the thing, bro. PYFER's route to victory, he has 2. I mean, I could see he's live for all 3 methods of victory, but I like his ITD. I like that he has the KO potential. He literally hits harder than Francis Ngannou. And not to mention, bro, Izzy's been subbed recently by DDP. If PYFER wears on him early with like the wrestling, I could see a 3rd, 4th round submission for PYFER. Out of the two ways, I think PYFER's a smart guy. Marquez is a smart camp. I think PYFER's whole game plan here is going to be to take Izzy down. And if that's the case, that reach don't matter at all when you're on your back. Izzy's shown a struggle to get up too. I think if PYFER's smart here, he just wrestles his way, takes him down, drags out Adesanya, gets him tired, and has his way with him late. But Bobby B, defend your boy. What you got? What am I missing here?
Real quick, you were talking about how you envision the fights, Premier. That's what I envision. I envision Izzy, one arm trying to get up from something, and PYFER just a bomb coming in from boom, boom, bam, bam. I see ground and pound happening. That's my official prediction.
My dump.
All right, Bob.
Yeah, I see. You saw how who's the guy we all just maxed bet last week? What the fuck's his name?
Mozart.
Yeah, so you saw how he came out and boxed, didn't even shoot takedowns and shit because somebody talked to him before the fight, told him, don't do that shit, probably because it's not exciting. Nobody wants to see that shit. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that something like that's going to happen again. So I actually think that on top of all that, I also think that Joe PYFER is going to come out here and just try to like test his one-on-one boxing to see how he fares boxing against Izzy in round 1. Izzy's going to take round 1 easily. I don't think you're going to even see PYFER shoot until round 2. Yeah. So you were talking about Dricus holding him down. That was what I thought I was going to see today when I rewatched the fight, and it's not what I saw at all. I saw in round 4, I saw Izzy going into it up 2-1.
I actually had that same score too. I did score that.
He did get taken down a little bit, but he did get right back up. Imavov, he was fucking killing Imavov in round 1, and then got caught in round 2. He was cruising to a victory in round 2 as well. But I'm talking like 25 to like 8 strike count going into round 2, fucking piecing him up. Got caught with a lucky shot. Not saying PYFER can't do that. But the way I see this is that this guy's losses are fucking to Alex Pereira, Sean Strickland, who has a very distinct fight style. You can't emulate it. Don't give a fuck. Joe PYFER is not Sean Strickland. Joe PYFER is not Imavov. He's not DDP. I honestly think that this is the easiest fight that Izzy has had since he fought fucking Cannonier, and we got him in that fight at a -550. The way I see it is that I'm getting him at a 140 in pretty much the same kind of fight. Joe PYFER, yeah. I mean, like you guys said, I wrote the same shit in my breakdown. He's got the potential. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just worried, man. Like, kind of what Javon was saying. Like, the fan in me here wants to bet Adesanya, and I'm not gonna tell you wrong. Everything you said was right in terms of like Izzy in these fights, but it's just like somewhere in there he breaks, and I don't know if it's his mental. I don't know if his chin's gone. I don't know what is happening, but like all of these fights, let's really break it down. This Imavov fight, he did win round 1. This Dricus fight, in my opinion, he was up 2-1. The Sean Strickland fight was the last time he's truly been like outclassed. He was straight outclassed in that fight.
It's a different type of fight style, though. You're not going to see that.
I know. Where I'm going with this is he's looked good in these fights besides the Strickland fight till he didn't. I mean, even in this Alex Pereira fight here,
until he didn't. I know.
I think Izzy's lost the finish. He's lost the ability. That's kind of crazy, but I just feel like he just doesn't finish down on things. Like you said, I thought he was winning DDP. I thought he was winning Imavov, and then for some reason there was a point in the DDP fight where he had him on skates like Elsa, and then he just lost the finish.
What happened?
There's just something
in the 4th round, because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Izzy did something really stupid, and he threw himself out of position.
He like pointed at him and said, "I got you," or said, "I slipped," maybe, or that was a slip because Izzy had just kind of going down a little bit.
Yep, and then he got took down, and then Dricus subbed him kind of quick on the ground, which was like kind of annoying to me if I remember that right.
That's the only time that he doesn't try to. So I watched that as well. The only time he doesn't get up quick is when you like get him down and immediately try to go for a sub. That's because then he's going to go into defense mode instead of trying to get up. That's the only time I watched him not get up immediately. And then, dude, the Imavov fight, he got fucking poked in the eye or something like that, or something happened to his eye. The ref tried to step in. He pushed the ref back and then got knocked out 2 seconds later by fucking big boom. He was fucking killing him though. He was.
I know, man. And honestly, I'm not blaming anyone if you take Adesanya this week. I'll tell you this: PYFER for me is yellow. I'm confident in him, but I can't sit here and tell you I'm like max confidence in him. I do think though, I think PYFER should honestly be the favorite in this fight. He has massive upside. I just, with the way this kid's been cracking, bro, like, oh man, he's shown. Look at these past 3 wins. He a round 1 KO. He goes on to get a decision over Gaslam. I can't lie though, in that 3rd round against Gaslam, he was fading.
He's fighting some fucking cans.
Hold up, bro. Where I'm going with this is the way I'm gonna hedge this fight. I don't think PYFER loses in the first 3 rounds. I'm gonna hedge my PYFER bet.
I agree.
With like a 4th, 5th round KO from Izzy, or if his decision looks good enough, throw it on some parlays, long shots. You know, I do respect Izzy enough to hedge if a lot of my bets come down to PYFER, 100%. But it's like, man, I don't know if his
Izzy on because he's the favorite too, so I'll have an easier hedge.
I expect this line to either go. This line is going to move. I don't know if it's going to move towards Izzy and he finishes like -170, -180, or I don't know if PYFER's going to end up flipping to the favorite at like -120. I'm very curious to see what happens here with this line. And it's going to really factor how I make a lot of my parlays and big bets throughout the week. So, by the way, if you want to tap into the parlay show, that will be live. We officially have a schedule for y'all. Mondays, we're going to be doing the full card breakdowns. And then Fridays, we're going to be doing the Premier Parlay show. All those should be dropping in around 8-9 p.m. Eastern. But let's get right back into today's show. Do anybody else have anything else they want to say on this before we continue?
No, let's move on. This makes me sad.
I know. Next fight.
You're gonna be even more sad when he wins and you didn't bet on him.
Yeah, next fight.
I can't bet anyway, baby. I can't bet anyway. That's why I don't have any money in the game, so I don't even know if I can.
Izzy started off as an underdog. All right, Izzy started off at a +110, and he's up to a -130 right now. So,
it's moving the other way.
Yeah. Let's keep it pushing. All right. So next fight here, we have Alex Grasso. She is 8-5 in the UFC. Oh, hold up, I'm doing this new thing that Javon's been talking about.
Alex Grasso.
Alexa, excuse me. My the Red Bull ain't kicked in, boys.
I would bet on Alex Grasso. Hold on.
Alexa Grasso, she is 8-5 with 1 draw in the UFC. Macy Barber is 10-2 in the UFC with 0 draws. Macy Barber is also 27 years old. Alex Grasso is 32. Alex Grasso trains out of Lobo Gym. Macy Barber trains out of,
they fought each other before.
I think it's Syndicate. I can't remember. Bobby B is right. They have fought before. However, it's not my turn, Bobby B. It is your turn, and I'm gonna let you let it burn. Hit me.
Shit. I mean, I can't get my other screen up here for some reason. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit. It's got my notes on it. Where's this one? Here we go, Barber. Oh yeah. So this is the girl that's been fighting Valentina. Yeah. So this girl, you know, she's been fighting solid comp. You know, she had an injury, if I'm not mistaken, a couple years back, and what I'm kind of thinking is she might be starting to get back on track, like, you know, with her. I think it was an ACL. But you know, she's coming off some losses. She didn't really look good in that Silva fight, and Silva doesn't have the best output in general. So if you're losing to her, just is not a really good look in my book. She's definitely fought way better comp. But man, this Macy Barber, bro, she's a fucking animal. Absolute fucking killer. Really liked watching her game. I honestly think she's gonna come out here and kill her. I kind of think that she can like get a sub. Plus, like, how many times have we seen like who's that one? Who's the heavyweight that just fought like a couple weeks ago that fought somebody? Was it Tybora that he beat the shit out of, right? It was a fucking rematch from whatever. Was it Brando or something like that? How many times we've been seeing these rematches from, 10 years ago where it goes the other way? It's like, we're about to see it again. Macy Barber. Pretty sure it's her only loss. Oh, no. It's one of her 2 losses, sorry. Yeah. She's going to fuck her up this time.
Okay, Javon, you're next here. Hop on. What you got to say about this one?
I've never been too impressed by Alexa Grasso. I was amazed that she beat Valentino. Here we go, another guy. But I've never been impressed by her. I thought it was fluke that she beat Valentina. And I say, despite my hatred of Macy Barber's face, I think she avenges her loss in 2021 to Grasso and makes it look easy. How does she get it done? This ain't the Parlay Pick show, so who gives a fuck? Decision, maybe.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Let me tell you an interesting statistic. You want to talk about rematches going in favor of the person who lost the first time. However, in the history of the UFC, I think it's like 64% of rematches are won by the person that won the first time. And history has a funny way of repeating itself.
Look up when there's a 10-year difference between the rematch.
Well, there wasn't a 10-year. It's only a 5. That's the thing. And there's also, this was 2021. This was kind of recent in my opinion.
I might be thinking of somebody else then.
Yeah, and here's my thing on this one, bro. Macy Barber has like the weird thing going on with her injury, bro. I forget what it was. I can't remember if it was a brain injury. I can't remember if it was a body injury.
She was having seizures.
Yeah, dude, that scares me. When I hear health issues like that, bro, I do not like to bet on it.
They said that's all under control now.
I don't know, man. My pick on this, I'm taking Alexa Grasso here. This is red. I am not confident in Alexa Grasso by any means. I'm leaving this one off like massive parlays and stuff. However, I love this fight to go the distance. I have that down here in my notes. Both these women are tough. They really do not get finished that often. Look, 100% of her losses are by decision. 80% of her losses are by decision. Look, and here's where I'm at with it, bro. The safe pick on this fight, is it to go the distance? I'm sure it's like -3, -400. I know Vegas is all over it. But for my parlays, that's what I'm putting in. For like, if I had to pick a money line, dude, I think Alexa Grasso has been fighting way better comp, bro. Like, these are top 5 fights. She got a win over arguably the second greatest woman of all time, and Valentina Shevchenko went on to get a draw. I mean, man.
And then she got fucked up.
When you choke somebody out, I don't think that's a fluke. Valentina gave up her back. Alexa Grasso did exactly what she was supposed to do, and she made her tap. Now, if you want to call the draw a fluke, I watched this fight. Dana watched this fight. A lot of people called this fight was Valentina's win. That's why a trilogy happened, because Valentina was robbed in this. So they really should have never fought 3 times. It should have just been 1-1. Valentina dominates a little. Alexa works her way back up. We could have seen potentially a 3rd fight. However, they ran the trilogy because this division's so dry. Natalia Silva, though, she is not dry. She is good. And I think that Macy Barber just hasn't fought that good a competition, bro. I really don't. I'm not impressed with a lot of these wins. I think she gets in here with Alexa Grasso, and Alexa Grasso repeats exactly probably what happened UD over Macy Barber. Again, that's my official pick on this fight. I'm taking the UD. So yeah. Anybody else got anything you want to say on this one?
Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah, I feel that one. Next, Javon, this is your turn. Michael Chiesa, Nico Price, man. It's really what I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. You do your thing, big dog.
When I was looking at this fight, I was actually surprised to see that Chiesa was on a 3-fight win streak. It was crazy surprising to me because I can't help but think about how much he sucks. But what kind of fool would I be to think about fighters who suck without thinking of Nico Price? This will be a hometown send-off of a great fighter who could have been but never was. I see Chiesa taking a submission home to the grandkids with his old broken ass.
Yeah, keeping the same rotation here. I like Chiesa too. I like him. ITD, bro. Nico Price has just shown an ability to get choked and to get knocked out. Bro, I seen somebody bro, hold up. Doing the numbers here, bro. Hold up. Out of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of his last 10 fights, he has lost 7. One of these is a no contest, and he has 2 wins. Dude, if you're picking Nico Price this weekend, you're a gangster, bro. You got big balls. And man, I do not see Chiesa even letting this fight stay on the feet. They honestly, bro, the original fight was canceled. I forget who was he supposed to be fighting? Carlton Harris or somebody? It was somebody like yeah, it was somebody like that. And honestly, bro, the UFC said ring, 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 ring. Oh, hey, Nico, buddy. We need you to come out here and get folded like a lawn chair, pal. We'll give you $50K. We want a good send-off for our boy Chiesa. Go ahead and hop in the ring for us one time. We'll pay you for your dues. I know you want another check for the
You remember having to lay down, don't you?
Yeah, man. Get down!
Every weight class has one of these guys.
Yeah, they do.
Danny Ige is one of them.
He's the signature.
Oh, Daniel.
No,
Daniel.
Danny Ige in the same box as Nico fucking Price.
That is
disrespect.
He's got Nico Price.
It's not the same class. They're in the same business, though. You know what I'm saying? One of them can just put on more of a different type of an entertaining fight because he can actually do some of the offensive output.
Bro, their records aren't that far off. That's the crazy thing, bro. Dan Ige is like 9-9. This dude's like 8-10. Hold up, I actually gotta look this up, bro. Look, and the bad thing is, bro, I like Dan Ige. He seems like such a cool dude too. When you hear him talk, he seems like just one of the boys, bro. But it's like, dude, every time he faces like a killer, he gets killed, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah, he's 11-10. Okay, so he does have 3 more UFC wins, but I mean, 4 out of his last 5 he's lost, bro. 5 out of his last 7. I mean, I can keep going here. This is what.
No. Just go to the Julian Erosa.
It gets bad, bro. It gets bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of his last 12 fights, he's won 4. So it's like, dude, Dan Ige once upon a time was destroying people, but it's just not that anymore, man. Dan Ige, if you're listening to this, we love you, bud. But
Dan, no.
I just
Stop
hope
crying, Dan. It's okay. We still love you.
I just don't want him to get matched up against another prospect like this, a goon, bro. Because that's what the UFC does, bro. Give him like a Nathaniel Wood or somebody who's like, I like him in a Nathaniel Wood fight. I think that'd be a really good fight. I honestly it would be a red.
Nathaniel Wood.
I'd take it. Would be a red pick, but I'd take Nathaniel Wood. It'd be red. I would still pick against Dan just because he's lost 4 out of his last 12. I mean, 8 out of his last 12. Anyways, we all got Chiesa here, right? Does anybody even need to say anything on this one?
No, bro.
Yeah.
Chiesa by finish. Enough said.
Yeah, Chiesa by finish. We're all on that, bro. It's probably gonna be like -200. Honestly, we should just Bob. We got to do our rule and take him by points for like +3, +4.
No, bro. No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm back up for this one. I'm back up.
Let's go, baby. Juicy J, baby.
Juicy J from Taylor Gang. Come on, man. Come on. Woo! Bro, I can't wait to see my dog, bro. Go get him. Go get him, Juicy. Man, he's going to come out here and put it on this kid, bro. You ain't never fought a UFC fight and you're stepping up against Julian Erosa, bro. This dude's a goon. And he puts on a banger every fight. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to have him on my round 1 slip. I think this kid, Douglas, is going to come in the fire. He's been fighting. Dude, this dude he fought in the Contender Series, one of the worst dudes I've ever seen in my life on the Contender Series. Cam T. If this is the guy, this is the guy. Yeah, he got folded.
You're right.
He got folded like a lawn chair, dude. And
the best guy he's ever fought is the other guy that was in the LFA that also just came up.
Yeah, Reyes. I did see he got a win.
Fight.
Yeah, he did get a win over Javier Reyes, and I do like that win. That's his best win in my opinion. However, I don't know if I'd pick Reyes against Erosa, bro. This dude, I'm telling you, he's a finisher, bro. A lot of people come out here, they try to dance, they try to get, they're scared of that void. Nah, bro, Juicy J's. He's going to step up in that void, and he's going to get in your face, and he's going to make you uncomfortable. Extreme Couture is going to give him a good game plan for this Douglas kid. I honestly think there's potential that, Erosa could take him down. I mean, this kid can crack. Douglas can really crack, and Erosa is smart enough. I could see him taking him down and getting a first round sub. Where are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling in this fight here?
Yeah, I'm also on Erosa, bro. That fucking UFC experience, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's this kid's fucking debut. I think this is about to be his welcome to the UFC.
Also, when we talk about odds, I mean, bro, we're catching Erosa at plus 240. You tell me this kid's negative 290?
I know.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here,
it's
bro.
It's a solid line. And I honestly think it's going to keep getting wider. I think more people are going to bet on.
I could see Douglas finishing negative 400 just because they're trying to disrespect Erosa, bro. I really could.
Check the line movement real quick.
Yeah, Javon, how are you feeling on this?
What's up, Javon? You got the other guy, don't you, Javon? I see you over there.
Yeah. I do. 5-inch height difference with the advantage going to Julian, but only has a 2.5-inch reach differential. I think Douglas is gonna look like David slaying Goliath out there. Watch out for the submission threat from Julian. Round 1, I got that as a hedge. But I got Juicy J getting wet up.
Yeah, here's the thing. I hear where you're coming from, but it's like, this is not David versus Goliath, bro. I think that was a bad analogy just because Douglas is almost a 3-1 favorite. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to win this fight according to Vegas. To vets like us.
And that's the problem with not having. That's the problem with being in Vietnam. I don't have the odds in front of me. Like, I don't.
They're on Tapology.
That's why I told you I'm coming at this one with pure, just straight drunk stepdad energy. All my shit is just straight from the heart. I just looked at the dudes. I looked at little records. Now, I didn't know that Julian Erosa was fighting out of my favorite gym. That does make me sway a little bit the other way, but I'm still to my guns.
Stick to your guns.
Not moving, not budging.
This is Javon, you realize like this is Douglas's first UFC fight, right? Like, he's not getting
I'm taking the news.
There's 82 featherweights. You know what I'm saying? He's getting somebody like in like the top 25-ish probably right off the bat. They
have him ranked at 19.
Yeah, like most people don't like their debut. They get like a 40-ish number.
A 50-ish,
he's getting. This is a really big step up.
Passion pick, boys. This is all feelings, no facts.
Let's fucking go, baby. Juicy J is my dog.
All right, Bobby B, you're up next. Hold on. I gotta keep reading these off. I love Javon's gameplay you had. We have Mansour Abdul Malik. He is 3-0 in the UFC with 1 draw. Honestly, he knocked out Cody Brundage. Suck my dick. And he's fighting Yusiri Belagori. I probably butchered your name, bud. I'm sorry. He's fighting out of Pereira's gym. This is actually like Pereira's main training partner. This guy, yeah, he's 1-0 in the UFC, 1-1 on the Contender Series, coming off a big win against Makayev. Bobby B, hit me. What you got, Pistol?
No, I mean, yeah, you pretty much said he's coming off what people think is a big win against fucking that shit stand that didn't take the fight seriously, that launched all my money. But no, I think that was more about Bakoyev not taking that fight seriously at all. He came into it out of shape. It looked like shit. The wrestling just wasn't there. It was gassed within fucking 2 rounds.
Oh, dude, that made me so mad, bro.
Yep. And literally, this is the next fight, and now we're getting the line that we're getting blessed with, and it's on fucking Mansour. I can't believe that this guy's supposed to pick him.
Yo,
I think that it's fucking crazy. People, I don't know if they just like don't realize how good this kid is. Like, oh man, I get the Usuri guy, whatever. He's pretty good at like managing his distance. He kicks a lot, so he's good at like keeping his distance. He's 6'6" or something like that. He's long as fuck, Paul's, but he's pretty good at keeping the other guy away. But Mansour's got good wrestling. I think it's probably better than a lot of people expect it to be. He's a pretty solid dude. He's from Pittsburgh too. That counts for something. That's a cold country. You know what I'm saying? He's built different. I promise you. He's gonna come out here. He's gonna fuck this guy up. I'm taking him by points because, every fight does start on the feet. And I don't want to say he's at a disadvantage on the feet because I think he's got more power. I think his boxing's better, but like it is hard to get close to Yorsuri or whatever the fuck his name is. So that's why I think he's gonna try to take him down. But I think this is gonna be pretty easy. I got him by points, but yeah.
Yeah, Javon, how you feeling about this one?
What are we doing? Abdul, am I still muted? No. Abdul Malik. Last loss for Bugai was to Tulio, who's a good fighter. I believe the matchmakers want to see Mansoor Abdul Malik lose because Dana White hates black people. Don't talk to me about it. And just know I never mean anything that I don't mean, but Dana White hates black people.
Bro, I'm gonna spit out my drink, bro.
End of analysis.
God damn it, Dana. Uncle Dana, what are you doing?
No, you just cracked me up, bro. That really cracked me the fuck up. All right, look, I'm about to dump on this kid, bro. Listen, bro. Mansoor Abdul Malik is one of those guys, bro. I see Gautier in his eyes. I see killer in his eyes. When this kid starts hunting you, bro, and he gets you on the cage, motherfucker, run. When he puts the paws on you, bro, I'm serious. I'm just mean strikes, bro. Like, I get so hype watching this dude fucking strike. Some of these dudes come out and just little pitter patters. No, it's just with everything he has, bro. He puts his all into it, bro. I love watching this kid strike, bro. I cannot wait until Mansoor gets him on the cage. And in this fucking pussy, I get my payback, bro. Mansoor, green pick, dick drop, ITD. I'm watching this fucking bitch get slept, bro. Seriously, yo, Siri, you're going fucking night-night, bro. I like maybe the over 1.5. Nah, I'm giving my boy potential to finish late. Because I hear where Bob's coming from. Yosiri, all of his MMA losses are by decision. He's never been finished. Here's the thing, though, bro. I don't know if Pereira's hitting him that hard in camp, but I promise you, Mansoor is. I promise you, this kid's gonna fucking dump when he gets you on that cage, bro. Not to mention, we haven't even talked about he's the complete package. We haven't even talked about the fact that he's gonna take this kid down and just bink and just elbow his.
Submit him. He could low key submit him. Too.
That's why I like his ITD. I don't want to.
In my write up, I'm not really super confident in a method, but Mansoor's.
Yeah, I mean,
I
wrote Belga. You want to hear my notes on this, bro? The first thing I say, Malik green. Belgori is fucked. Malik is going to know how dangerous Belgori is on the feet, and I expect him to take his time and find a late finish. There's a massive upside too on the ground for Malik as well. That's something that I really want to talk about in this fight, because yeah, it could probably be a ping, 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 back and forth kind of fight on the feet, but nah, bro, Mansoor is the complete package. I like that he has the grappling upside too. And honestly, bro, I just see him coming out here and dumping on Belgori, bro. Like, seriously, dumping on this kid, bro. And I'm going to be so happy. This fucking hate watch is going to smack. I'm so happy even thinking about it. Mansoor, appreciate you in advance, big dog. I know you're going to run through this kid. Seriously, I think people are forgetting Mansoor is undefeated, too. And he's 3-0 in the UFC. Honestly, 4-0. He's Cody Brundage just got headbutted and he fucking curls up in a ball. Yeah, honestly, bro, I feel bad for bro, hold on. On a side note, bro, have y'all heard they're talking about Murphy versus Lopez next?
I did see that because Lopez said something to him on Twitter.
Yeah,
and then Murphy responded, we should fight then.
I'm here for that, bro. That's a good
fight. I would
fight.
love that. Yeah, I would fucking love that.
That's a good fight, bro.
Meanwhile, Silva, no, wait, is it Silva? Who's in that? I'm so fucking.
Gene, yeah, they're talking about giving Gene the title shot.
Is it? Yeah, Gene Silva, right? Yeah. While Volk, and then meanwhile, those other two fight each other, right?
Bro.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if I hit
Gene should not get a title shot. As much as I kind of like the retard.
Yeah, give it to him. He likes to bark. He's exciting. Ow!
And
then he cries afterwards. Adorable.
I can't believe we're even entertaining. And honestly, bro, Imavov should have got that title shot too. While we're really sitting here talking about the best, you know, the UFC is going away from this model of the best fighting the best. Let's sell fights.
He is good. He is fucking good.
Let's sell fights.
I don't like.
That's where they're at. That's where they're at right now. And I swear to God, bro, if they do the
Gene Silva fight, to me, to like the real fans, that's what sells the fights.
Yeah, bro, it's the best versus the best. That Volk and Mozart fight is gonna sell hardcore. I don't want to watch Volkanovski go out and piece up Gene Silva. You know, because when you do the MMA math on it too, Gene Silva lost.
You think he's
Lopez.
gonna be allowed to wrestle?
Of course he's gonna be allowed. It's a title fight, bro. Yeah. And it doesn't matter
Yeah.
at that point. At that point, as soon as the cage is locked, all those dumbass rules go out the window, and Mozart has a chance to become champion. All of a sudden, he has a chance to rake in money. You can't shelf a champion. There's nothing you can do.
Sugar too.
Yeah, you can't shelf a champion. You know what I mean? You're going to have to give the champion fights. And at that point, he can just wrestle his way to victory every single time. I mean, when Mozart turned on the wrestling in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, this shit was not close. Lerone looked gassed. I know he tore his hip flexor, but it was not a good look at all when Mozart started wrestling. I mean, honestly, when you really look at that second round, I gave Lerone the first round. The second round was razor close. I actually want to watch it back with no commentary. Fuck you, Bisbing. Stop being biased towards UK fighters. I'm sick of listening to it, bro. Like the whole community's talking about it because it's so true. It drives me nuts listening to that shit, bro.
Did you see the clip about Bisbing saying some shit about like baby boy or whatever?
No, I don't know, bro. But I'm just at the point, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. The tangents. I'm sick of the bias towards the UK fighters, bro. It gets on my nerves, bro. Like, just commentate the fight. Like, if we're gonna have bias commentating, like, I'll just sit here and commentate the fight and yap about my favorite fighter. You know, like, what are we doing, bro? Anyways, I don't think there's anything left to be said on this Malik fight. We got really
bro. Nelson and the other guy, bro. T-Rex.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo, Javon, this is yours. Kick it off, big dog. We got Terrence McKinney, T-Rex. I'm pretty sure his overall record is 17-8, 7-5 in the UFC. He is 5'10", 73.5-inch reach, 31 years old. He's fighting out of Excel Performance, or excuse me, Fusion Excel Performance, my fault. Kyle Nelson here, 17-6. He is 5'11" on the 71-inch reach, 34 years old, fighting on a House of Champions, 5-5 with 1 draw in the UFC. Jovan, tell me how this one's gonna go.
So I think Kyle Nelson's riding high after steamrolling the steamroller for Bola. There's no shame in his Steve Garcia loss. I think this is going to be a banger of a fight. Somebody's getting knocked out. Somebody's going to sleep. It's going to end in a finish with me picking Kyle Nelson because Terrence McKinney is like a for real T-Rex when it comes to his defense. He's got little arms and a big head. I think T-Rex is going down. I think he's going to die. And I think he's going to look good doing it. And Nelson is going to look good putting him down.
Yeah,
I'm spot on with me. I got Nelson KO as well.
Yeah, Terrence, my dog, I got you, bro. They got you fucked up, bro. Kyle Nelson does not fight anyone good. Fuck you, bro. Blake Builder, Fernando.
This is Kyle Nelson's second fight at his natural weight now, and he had to beat Steamroller twice. He knocked him out at the end of the first round. They made him fucking fight again, and then he won a decision after an adrenaline dump. He won 2 fights in 1. He's a fucking demon. And now he's fighting at his natural weight for a second time. You know that camp went well, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Kyle is my dog. I think he's Canadian though, right? That's the only bad thing about him.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, we don't like that, Kyle. Look at me, Kyle. Look at me.
Dude,
You're up here? Look at me. We don't fucking like that, Kyle. All right?
It's like 4th, 5th worst country you can fight for.
Pick a different flag.
But listen, bro, y'all gotta let me finish on Terrence, bro. Terrence McKinney, 100% finishing rate. Kyle Nelson, this guy, 50% of the time he gets knocked out.
In the first round.
Hold up. 67% of the time this motherfucker goes down, he gets finished. Terrence McKinney, when he goes down, he gets finished. The clearest read of day. It's very clear to me this fight is not going the distance. You know, I do not see this fight going the distance. And here's the thing, bro. I like Terrence McKinney. I do, man. And I'm not saying Terrence has beat anyone better, but it's like, I just feel like he fights better competition. And I feel like outside of the Steve Garcia fight, I feel like this is kind of a step down in competition. I do not think Kyle Nelson is on Terrence McKinney's level. I think Terrence McKinney, he's younger, he's better, he's faster. I think Terrence McKinney is honestly going to make it look easy. Under 1.5, I love on this fight. If you want to get safe, you can play it under 2 rounds. I think Terrence McKinney comes out here and gets a violent finish to get back on track. In his last fight, he fought Chris Duncan, and if y'all watch that fight, bro, he almost knocked Chris Duncan out. Somebody who's about to be ranked. You know, he's fighting Money Moicano in like a week or two. I forget how long it is, but Chris Duncan almost lost to Terrence McKinney, bro. Terrence McKinney.
Nelson's gonna have to weather a storm, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know if Wilson.
I think he's gonna get taken down, and I think he's just not gonna get subbed out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know if he can weather the storm. I don't know. This is a weird fight to me. Terrence McKinney is, what did I write him at? He is yellow. I like him, bro. I like him. I don't know if he's crazy good for the parlays, but honestly, at the line we're getting this, he's only a negative 140. This fight's practically a pick'em. I can't hate on y'all for going Nelson, but it's like I'm a ride with my dog here, man. I like T-Rex. I think he gets it done. I like him.
See, I think you only bet on T-Rex if you're going to literally just put in like T-Rex round 1. That's it.
Well,
Like, that's
he's going on my round 1 with a Rosa. I'll tell you that. I've already labbed that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's no point to even put his money line on. He doesn't win in any other round. He has 7, all 7 are in round 1. He's a round 1 machine. The only bet you should put in on him is a round 1 prop, because if it goes to round 2, he's already going to be gassed by the time it gets there. And if Nelson's gassed from defensive wrestling, then it's honestly going to be Nelson by points, because he's just going to piece him up for 2 rounds in the second and third. I'm not 100% sold on this fight not going the distance, but this is all shit we could talk about, later on in the week. This is the,
yeah. I mean, and I hear where you're coming from. Like I said, this is a weird fight for me. Honestly, for parlays, I think you're right. I would stay away from this one. We'll definitely have the Terrence round 1 in. But I just like the ladder here on Terrence. I really do. I like giving Terrence the thought of finishing late. And one of these times, he's going to fight somebody good enough and not finish him in the first round. And, I mean, it could be Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson's the guy?
I don't know. But I know
Kyle Nelson's not the guy that's going to last past the round with Terrence if it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
He's not the guy.
I
I've
just
like 5 times. Like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in round 1 with him.
It's a weird one to me. I don't really like this fight for parlays, but I definitely hear where you're coming from on the ITD in round 1. And I do like
I
Terrence.
put Nelson in a bunch of parlays already, but we don't need to talk about that. I'm going to have McKinney round 1 in a different hedge slip. It's going to be amazing. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm playing Terrence here, but let's move on. Next fight. Is this my turn? Yes, it is. Let me let it burn, baby. We got Ignacio Bahamundes. 6'3", 75.5-inch reach advantage, 28 years old, fighting at 155, 6-3 in the UFC, fighting a Tofik Musayev. He is 22-6, former Ryzen lightweight champion, 5'9", 69-inch reach advantage, 36 years old, 7-1 in Ryzen, 1-1 in Bellator, 0-1 in the UFC, coming off a Kimura loss to Orblai. Here's the thing, bro. Let me just highlight a few key points here in case you missed it. 6'3", 259. Let me highlight something else. 75.5-inch reach advantage to 69. Bro, Bahamundes has 6 inches as height, 6.5 inches in reach. Let me read the rest of it here. Massive advantage in the striking department. Musayev, his only option here is to lay and pray. If he is not laying and praying on top of Bahamundes, you're fucked. Bahamundes, if you stand with this kid, he is what people thought Daniel Zellhuber would be. You know, when we all looked at Daniel Zellhuber, we thought he was going to be that vicious striker who puts people away. Nah, bro, it's Bahamundes. Unless Bahamundes fights a grappler, he's not going to lose. He's not, bro. If you come out here and strike with this kid, I really like him. And Bahamundes for me is a green pick. I cannot believe we're getting him at this line of negative 300. I expect him to finish at negative 450, negative 500. I just don't understand how anyone in their right mind is giving Musayev a chance here. I mean, am I missing anything? Is anyone even on Musayev here?
So a couple things though, right? Musayev's main training partner is Fazeev, who is the training, who's whatchamacallit's last loss, Bahamundes, right? And also Fazeev said that Bahamundes is tall as shit, but he said he doesn't use his size at all when he fights, for whatever that's worth. So
you taking Musayev?
Big. No, I have Bahamundes as a yellow pick. I think he's gonna fucking kill him in the first 2 rounds. There's levels to these fucking promotions, you know. And Bahamundes is a fucking UFC vet, bro. He's got like 10 UFC fights already.
Yeah,
this guy just got snubbed out by fucking Orblai's a fucking. He's really fucking good, you know.
Yeah.
But so is Bahamundes. So yeah, he's looking cooked for. He's looking cooked.
Javon, what you got here, big dog?
I'm thinking Bahamundes is going to bounce back after a good loss to Fazeev. Had a good win over Jalen Turner, who I feel like would be in a whole different conversation if he had just a little bit more violence in his heart and followed up on shots to Moicano. But Tawfiq, he did lose to a future top 5 guy in Oralby. He's susceptible to the Kimura. He lost to a Kimura last time, and Bahamundez has a great arsenal of submissions, even getting some shit I've never even heard of called a Bravo choke. I give it to Ignacio by sub.
I do expect Musayev to wrestle here. I feel like that's his path to victory. I don't know if y'all are kind of feeling that too, but it's like Musayev, I don't see how he can win a striking match with Bahamundez.
I don't see why you'd want to be on the ground with Bahamundez. I don't think that's
what's his path? What, you think he's going to stand here and try to strike with the kid?
Absolutely. He does. That's exactly what Fiziev did.
Yeah, this guy ain't Fiziev though, bro.
Fiziev took him down, but it was like after a solid bit of striking every time. You know, that was like.
Hear me out, though, bro. This is not Fiziev. This guy is not Fiziev, bro. Like, Fiziev is a special fighter. He's a little ball of energy. Like, yeah, you might train with him, but like, that's like Bulgari. That's like saying Bulgari's Pereira. You know, like, bro, this kid is not fucking Fiziev, and he's gonna come out here. I'm sticking with my guns here. I got Bahamundez green. There's.
No, yeah, so do I. I'm just saying. I think that you're gonna see. I think pretty much you're gonna see Musayev try to do exactly what Fiziev did, because they're fucking friends. It's his training partner. I think Fiziev was probably just like, I just gave you a blueprint, go do it, you know?
No.
And he's not as good as Fiziev though, so he's not gonna be able to do it. Exactly. So Bahamundez is gonna fucking kill him in the first 2 rounds. Probably by sub, like you're saying, but it could be knockout, it could be whatever.
What's up?
I'm gonna take him in rounds 1 or 2.
Premier, you're the BJJ guy. Can you tell me what a Bravo choke is?
I can't lie, bro. We've never trained that in class, and I'm not even gonna try to sit here and gas it like I know what that is. But I will tell you, Bahamundez does some great jiu-jitsu. A lot of people are not this good at this era of mixed martial arts off their back. When Bahamundez gets off his back, he is very dangerous. He has a nasty triangle. The Kimura is there. I mean, the dude looks for subs off his back. You know, a lot of people are not okay with playing guard, but he will sit there and play guard with you for at least a minute or 2 if he tries to get up. And I hear where you're coming from, Bob, but I just don't see an advantage for Musayev on the feet. So I think maybe in the 2nd or 3rd he's going to be forced to wrestle. And the way
you're right. I don't think he has an advantage anywhere. I'm just telling you what I think his game plan is going to be. I think he's going to try to do exactly what Fiziev did, and it's not going to go well for him at all.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate more. I mean, more or less.
I hear you, and I definitely don't mind it at all. But yeah, we can move on here. Musayev is cooked, bro. You are cooked, buddy. Bobby P, you're up next here. Chase Hooper, Lance Gibson Jr. Chase the Dream Hooper, 16-4 overall.
Scares me, bro.
Hold on. Let me do the little intro thing. Chase the Dream Hooper, 16-4-1, 26 years old, 6'1", 74-inch reach, fighting out of lightweight combat sports and fitness, 8-4 in the UFC, coming off a loss against Alex Hernandez where he was knocked out in the first round. Lance Gibson Jr., 9-2 overall, 31 years old, 5'9", 72-inch reach, fighting out of Gibson MMA. He is 5-1 in Bellator, 0-1 in the UFC, coming off a split decision loss to Bobby Green. Bobby B, I'm gonna let you take the lead here.
Bobby Green, let's go, baby. I'm a king regardless. But anyway, Gibson, man, his dad fucking fought in UFC 25 and 29. All right, so he's got the pedigree. It's almost like that one guy. What is it, Elijah Smith, right? Whose dad fought in the UFC, all that shit, and he's got, what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing with this kid. This kid's been training his whole fucking life. He is I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hard to find film on him for me. But from what I was able to gather, it is he's very well rounded. What is shit that I have here? Oh yeah, he fought Bobby Green. Dude, man, This is how you know how Bobby Green just looked the last fight where you just can't fucking touch him. It was the same fucking thing here. But what the guy was able to do was he was able to take Bobby Green down a couple times, which is apparently really hard to do. I didn't realize, but apparently Bobby Green does not ever get taken down at all. And this kid did it multiple times, so he might have some solid wrestling. Now, I don't think you want to wrestle with Chase Hooper because I don't think you want to be on the ground with Chase Hooper. So I think that kind of is null and void. The only thing I'm really worried about Chase Hooper here is they said he was working on his boxing, right? And that's what he was doing against Hernandez when he got knocked out. He looked good until he got knocked the fuck out, right? And it's kind of what I'm worried about is that he's going to try to take this kid lightly. And, man, I'm worried that he's going to look really good and then get knocked the fuck out again because this kid's physique is solid. This kid looks like it looks like he fucking hits hard. I'm still taking Hooper, taking him by sub. I hope that Hooper is going to come out here and fight how I think Joe Pyfer should come out and fight, but probably won't, So I don't know, bro. There's a couple fights on this card that are like the same thing. It's people that have been like, that were really good on the ground that have been, working on stand up and they're trying to showcase that maybe to a fault. And that's like what I'm a little worried about, But I'm still taking Hooper. It's my dog. He looked good on the feet. He looked good on the feet against Hernandez. But that chin, man,
That chin.
And it's like getting knocked out violently. That might change you as a fighter too. Like, you might not want to put yourself in positions like that. Like, oh, hey, guess what? Like, I'm not going to get knocked the fuck out if I have this guy on the ground. But, what do I know? I work at a fucking, so.
Javon, talk to me. How are you feeling about this one?
Boy, the Home Alone experiment is over. We're done trying to make it look like little boys can be champions in this league. It's not happening. Chase Hooper, his time has come and it is gone. He's a good submission artist and a winner against fighters that never were quite there. All due respect to Jim fucking Miller. But who the fuck needs to beat Clay Guida twice when he was coming off a wheelchair the first time you beat him? Chase's star has risen as far as it can, and he's being set up to get to have somebody else take the little clout that he has left. It's going to get taken by Lance Gibson Jr. because Dana White loves black people with white names. Seriously, Gibson's well-rounded, and he'll take Chase in the waters he can't swim in.
Yeah, I'm a little torn on this one because I hear where both y'all are coming from, and I really sat there and thought about this fight. Gibson has one way to win. It's cracking Chase Hooper's chin. If you try to wrestle with this kid, he's gonna put you to sleep. Chase Hooper on the ground is long, he's lanky, he is good. I think I really like this fight to not go the distance. This is another fight to not go the distance I'm really liking. I see finishing potential for both of them, bro. Chase Hooper, too, 75% of his wins are by finish. Gibson, 77% of his wins are by finish. The finishing potential is there, boys. So I like this fight to not go the distance as like a green pick. I'm pretty sold on somebody's going to sleep or, whether it's submission or KO. However, I'm leaning Chase Hooper just because of what Bob said. His striking has looked better in his past few fights. It honestly has. And I mean, Gibson, I don't know if he's ever really been tested by someone like Chase Hooper on the ground. Chase Hooper is a different breed when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Something I want to touch on too. You talked about the Clay Guida thing. That was grappling match. That was in Fury Pro grappling the first time he beat him. They actually.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I had a feeling something was off about that.
Yeah, they wanted to
why
run
the
it
fuck
back.
would you fight Clay Guida twice?
Yeah, they ran it back here in the UFC. And
run it back, Clay.
Yeah, very similar. Could you imagine just being Chase Hooper in that fight? Nah, you're a troll, bro. Yeah, I got Chase Hooper here, man. I just think there's a lot of potential for him to finish. The only reason, though, he isn't a green pick for me, I have him as yellow, is because of his chin. In his last fight in August, he was put out cold by Alexander Hernandez. I remember watching this fight. I had a lot of money on on Chase Hooper, and I was pissed the fuck off, bro.
Me
Chase
too.
Hooper tossed my bread. He was like
Yeah.
negative 385 here, and he launched. And this fight, he is a negative 255 because there is people out there who think Gibson can crack his chin, and they're not wrong, bro.
He
Gibson
could. He
definitely
fucking
can.
could.
He could, bro. And that's the thing, man. I can't make Chase Hooper a green pick, but just for his experience as an 8-4 UFC veteran at 26 years old, Javon said his time's come and gone. I think his time ain't came. This kid ain't even entered his prime yet, bro. He's 26 years old.
He hasn't come yet.
He is a freak athlete, bro. I think this kid needs to put on some muscle though and go up to 170. I don't think he's in the right weight class, bro. I think he's a little tall for 155, and I would like to see him eventually move up to welterweight, kind of like Orblai just did.
That's how I feel about Bahamundez, because Bahamundez doesn't use his fucking size. So you might as well fill the fuck out and be a real fucking killer, you know?
Imagine Bahamundez's power at 170.
Woo! That'd be exciting.
He's a goon, bro. He's a goon. But, I mean, anybody else got anything to say on that one before we move on?
No. Javon, I know you've been labbing the shit out of this fucking Fortune fight. Because, you know.
Go ahead, Javon. Kick it off, man. We got Marcin Tybura here, the UFC veteran. Tybura is 27-10. He's 40 years old, 6'3", 78-inch reach, fighting out of Poland. Not sure on his camp, but I am sure he's 14-9 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Ante Delja. He is fighting Tyrell Fortune, who is 17-3, fighting out of the Black Zillions, who is 35 years old, July 4th birthday. Hey, we're getting lit, man. 6'2", 77-inch reach advantage, coming off a win here against Damori Dennis in LXF 27. What the doctor? Stop
that is.
Javon, hit me with your best shot, big dog. Who you taking here?
So somehow, maybe just in my mind, I feel like Tybura is so overrated because of the competition that he's been allowed to face for whatever reason. Marcin has lost against anybody who's somebody, and no, Tai Tuivasa is not somebody. And because of that, I think his name still holds some weight because of the people he's fought. But he doesn't belong in the octagon with some of those people who he's fought with those bigger names, and he's proven that every time he gets in there with them. If you don't like my reasons for Tybura loss, please, Premier, do me a favor real quick. Can you bring up Tybura's Tapology? Just his picture. Blow his picture up real quick for me. That's all I want to say. And just center on his picture. And that's enough reason for me.
Yo,
this motherfucker put his Tinder profile pic up there. Get the fuck out of here. And then Tyrell Fortune, why the fuck are we bringing in 35-year-olds for their debut fights in the UFC? It shows how fucking well done, well past cooked this heavyweight division is. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Tyrell by KO. Otherwise, why the fuck is he even here?
Yeah, let's see here, man. I'm completely flipped on this, bro. I have Tybura. I'll always ride with a UFC vet who's ranked number 11. He's 14-9 in the UFC. I like his wins over Mick Parkin, John T. Diaz. I mean, yeah, it's tied to Avasa, but the dude was ranked number 9 when he did it. He also has wins over Greg Hardy, Ben Rothwell, who went on to become a bare knuckle champion. He has a win over Sergey Spivak, on Andrei Arlovsky. This is 2017, though. I mean, you really got to dig, but he does have a win over Delja, too, back in 2015. I don't know, man. This is a fight for me that is so weird. I'm exactly where Javon's at in terms of why is this guy here. He's 35 years old, prospect. I mean, dude, when you look at his competition... Hold on. When you look at his competition, I just have to pull this up. And I actually question, Javon, if you've seen this as I dump and dive on this kid. Damori Denise here. I'm pretty sure 38 years old. Just absolutely 9-7, shitty record. The next opponent, he beat Tony Lopez. Actually, hold on. We're going to save him. He's funny. Myron Denise I'm looking here. This is the guy he third fought, 36-year-old. What is he? 21 and 13. Now here's the really funny one. Tony Lopez, 65 and 34, and he's 52 years old. Yes, I'm not fucking with you.
Big Tone.
Yeah, 52-year-old, still fighting. I mean, you gotta respect it, bro. This dude gets out there, he's a gangster, 52 years old, and he throws down, bro. But man, that's not the point.
Oh, he's
bro.
still fighting at 52?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is that guy Fortune. This is Fortune's second to last fight to go.
Yeah. So it's like that's
he was in the PFL, and then he went to some backdoor promotion, knocked out a couple old guys, and now he's in the UFC.
Yeah. So it's like
I'm taking your front knockout, baby.
That's crazy.
Devon, you cut. What'd you say? You cut out?
I said damn near fought a senior citizen for his UFC roster spot. That's crazy. I'm about to go smack the shit out of my grandpa right now and tell Dana to sign me.
Get me the UFC.
But he fought in the PFL before that, and he has a win over fucking. He fought in Bellator before that, and he's got wins over fucking Sergey Bilosteny or whatever. He also lost to him in the rematch. By heel hook of all things, you know what I'm saying? Vol Turbo.
Yeah, and one thing I want to say too about Tybura, I think Tybura is going to have a pretty clear read. Tybura does the best when he takes you down and just kind of drags you to deep waters. I see Tybura not even wanting to stand with this kid. I don't know why. I'm not going to sit here and cap like I've ever seen Fortune even fight. I just don't expect him to have a ground game. When you look at his tapology and stuff, it just looks like he's a KO artist, if I'm not mistaken. I think, like, what was it, 77% of his wins were by KO? Or 65, excuse me. He just
when you're fighting people that old, you might as well be that artist is more of a finger painting.
Yeah, and that's why I just cannot pick Fortune here. I cannot believe we're getting this discount on Tybura at negative. He's actually the underdog in this fight. That's so fucking nuts to me, bro. I get it, Tybura's 40. I get it, he's over the hill. But, dude, give me a UFC vet and pick 'em odds against somebody who's beating up 52-year-olds. Yeah, I'll take my chances, man. Bobby B, what you got to say?
Tybura's damn near 52, bro.
He's 40, but look, bro, he's putting out undefeated prospects, bro. Y'all sitting here talking shit about my boy like he didn't just put down Mick Parkin, who they were trying to fast track to a win. Jonty Diaz, someone else they were trying to fast track. They've been trying to get rid of Tybura. They've been trying, but they just can't. And here's another example. They're just not going to be able to get Tybura out of there.
Yeah, because those guys weren't athletic at all. This guy's about to come in and do exactly what the fucking, the Balkan Bear, whoever the fuck, or Anti-Delege or whatever. Whoever he just fought last. It was Anti, right? Yeah.
So you have Fortune too? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, I got Fortune. I think Tybura's going to come sell out early. I think he's going to fucking try to come out there and take him down because he knows it's his only chance. Fortune is a fucking 6'2", 260-pound ball of muscle. I promise you, he's faster than Tybura is. Tybura doesn't want to he doesn't want to stand with that. If he does, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. Like you say, he's gonna try to take him down. The only thing is that, like, you know, so what? You take Tybura. What do I have written down here? You take Tybura for a first round sub, or Fortune for fucking round 2 knockout, and if not, we take the fight to go the distance.
No. I do not think this fight goes the distance. This is going on my fight to not go the distance parlay here. I am a completely
solid chance they're both gassed in the second.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Either Tybura is going to take him down and ground and pound him late, or Fortune's going to catch his chin. I do not see this one going the distance, in my opinion. I just don't. But does anybody else have anything they want to say about this one?
No, I think this one's one of my all of them are my passion picks. I was drunk off a fucking half a Jack last night, or half a bottle of Captain last night, so I'm sticking with it. And when I think about it now, I think Tybura, since I've been betting, has fucked my money up damn near every time I've bet on him.
You want him to get knocked out too.
All right.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. We're in the same. Let's go, Javon.
No, y'all are cracking me up, bro. Yeah, let's move on though. I can't remember. Oh, fuck.
This is you.
Oh, okay.
For
all right, yeah.
Gabby.
Let's get it. Casey O'Neill here. Casey King O'Neill fighting Gabriela Gabby Fernandez. Casey O'Neill is 10-2. She is 5-2 in the UFC. Fights out of Fight Ready MMA. 28 years old. 5'6", 69-inch reach. Foundation style striker / grappler. Coming off a win against Luana Santos. But as we look at Gabriela Fernandez here, 11-3, 5'6", 69-inch reach, fighting out of MMA Masters, 32 years old, 3-2 in the UFC, 3 wins in a row. Some of these are impressive. Carly Judice, Kong Wayne, and Random. So when I look at this, Casey O'Neal's best days were back here fighting kind of bums besides the Shevchenko fight. I'm pretty sure this is Valentina's sister. Casey, in my opinion, hasn't really beat anyone that good. She just hasn't. And it's like, when I look at her side by side with Gabriela Fernandez, I'm a little worried for Casey. But something I'm very big on in betting is trusting your gut. Something is just telling me Casey O'Neal's gonna get it done, bro. This is a major red pick for me, because like when I look at him on paper, I'm kind of leaning Gabby here. But the main thing I love on this one is the fight to go the distance. I do not think either one of these girls is going to be able to finish the other. I think this fight is 100% going the distance. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. I know all these are finishes, but dude, like Gabriela Fernandez is tough. 100% of her losses are by decision. And with me leaning Casey O'Neal, that's just how I see it going. I really don't know how I feel about this fight when it hits the ground. I kind of just think it's going to be a stalemate because they're both good on the ground. I'm not going to say good, but they hold their own on the ground. And I think this is going to be one of those weird, terribly boring fights, like go take a piss break kind of fights. And it's, man, I don't even know if if I want to watch this one. I will be watching it, of course. I'll have some bread on it. Very low unit.
Can't wait to watch this fight.
Cannot wait.
I legitimately cannot wait. Dude, you know what's crazy? When I lab this fight, the more that I watch fucking Gabrielle Fernandez, the more I fucking like this bit. Dude, you know what's crazy? So you see that she subbed out Kong Wang or whatever. She knocked Kong Wang the fuck out and then went over and subbed her out. It was a club and sub. Dude, this bitch hits hard, right? The only issue that I saw out of her was output. She definitely is she's a counter striker. Like, she's willing to fight at the other person's pace. And like you said, the other girl, like, you think there's going to be an upset. She has got really, really, really good output, but fucking pillow hands, right? So it's pretty much going to be whether or not she could double the output of Gabby, because if Gabby hits her once, she might put her the fuck out. Honestly, Gabby hits like fucking bricks. She just doesn't swing for the fences unless she's down. She started doing it with the Kong Wang fight because she was getting pieced up by Kong. But I don't think that this girl is Kong at all. And also, Casey, I was watching, she, a lot of her fights, she'll go in there and she'll get up in the void and she'll get a couple hits in and then she, like, won't back out, but she also, like, won't put her hands up. So she is very counterable. And that's actually Gabby's whole thing. So I honestly could see Gabby knocking this bitch the fuck out. Because Gabby hits like fucking bricks. I think this is going to be an exciting ass fight. I can't wait to watch it.
Really? So you don't like it to go the distance?
I don't. I have Gabby by points because I honestly think that, because you know how they're taking like damage now, like more into the factors of the judging and shit like that.
I've seen that in the
I honestly think that. Yeah, like I think that Gabby could like really hit her half the time, but show like 4 times the damage. I'm telling you, bro, Casey like does not have any kind of anything on her punches. It's like she's just putting them out there to get, you know.
I like a good minute winner, man. I can't lie. Javon, who do you like in this one?
Casey has a unanimous decision win over Luana Santos, aka one of the most fuckable fighters on the UFC.
Yo.
And almost a year, but it was almost a year and a half ago. Since then, Luana's had a great career, so the win does age well. But if you've ever been in a split decision with Roxanne Modafferi, you get none of my money. Period. That's it. End of discussion. All due respect to my fellow anime nerd and Roxanne, but what? Who's calling me? Get out of here. Her last loss was an armbar, so she can't get subbed, and she's going against a Brazilian fighter who wins 1 out of every 3 of her fights by sub. Gabby had a rough start in the UFC and might just be hitting her stride with this submission that she's about to get this Saturday.
Yeah, my bad.
And that's my pick.
So yeah, I'm very torn on this one. This is a red pick for me. Honestly, I see why y'all are taking Gabby, but I got to bet on the minute winner here and Casey O'Neill. This fight is red for me. Honestly, I'm leaving it off of any big parlays. But I mean, with her, with
Put
Casey,
Gabby on so much shit, bro. Same with Kyle Nelson, buddy.
oh man, we're split, bro. I love that we're split this week, Bobby, because we were. No, I'm not even trolling, bro, because we were really like we were on the same picks there for a while.
I know.
There was like 3 weeks in a row we had the same reads.
Yeah, last week we were all pretty synced up.
Yeah, I like.
We had the first dog together tonight. All right, we both had Rosa tonight. I was surprised.
Yeah, no, I like him, bro. I like him. The kids fought no one. Bobby B, this is yours to take off here. We got Navajo Sterling 8-0, fighting out of City Kickboxing, 28 years old, 6'4", 79-inch reach, kickboxer, 3-0 in the UFC, coming off a win against Bellato, and that win is kind of aging well after Bellato coming out here and chinning that prospect. Bruno Lopez, 14-2, 6'2", 74.5-inch reach, light heavyweight, fighting on a China team. At 32 years old, 3-0 in the LFA, 1-1 in the UFC, 1-1 in the Contender Series, coming off a knockout loss against Dustin Jacoby in the first round. Also has lost, on a side note, to Brinson Ribeiro. I just want to throw that out there. Bobby, you go ahead and hit him hard here. Who you got, Sterling or Lopez?
I'm taking Lopez. I'm taking this as the as his fucking. This is gonna be.
Oh
his,
shit!
This is gonna be his fraud check. But there's a couple things. He's a red pick. There's a couple things I don't like though. I mean, you can't even really bet on Navajo. His fucking money lines, I think, like -700 already. It's some crazy shit. So.
No, Navajo, I got you, twin. I got you, bro. Hold up. Let me fucking roll my sleeves up for this one, bro. I cannot believe the disrespect in this bitch, bro.
Loosening up a little bit.
Yeah, Javon, let's loosen up. We got to get right for a second. But I cannot believe you picking against Navajo, bro.
So yeah, the other thing I don't like is the level of comp that Navajo has fought. I don't have any respect for Bellato. That prospect was fucking destroying him until he started to have no respect for Bellato's power. That was stupid, and that was a defensive error on the other guy's part. It had nothing to do. Everybody knows Bellato hits hard. He's a fucking light heavyweight. Of course he fucking hits hard. They should be able to knock each other out in one hit. The other thing I don't like, though, is Lopez's chin. Lopez gets knocked the fuck out, but I think that's why we're getting this line is because Dustin Jacoby made it look so easy. That doesn't happen all the time. That's like getting your fucking perennial nerve kicked where, you just go out like that, where you just hit a little button on your chin and you're dead there. That doesn't just happen all the time. Also, man, Lopez has good fucking wrestling. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to take him down. And, honestly, I think he'd be able to hold him there. But a lot of cage work, that kind of shit. Yeah. I think this is a solid price to get him at. If I can get him up around like plus 500, when I checked, he was like a plus 350. If I can get his money line up around a plus 500, I'm probably gonna put something on that. But yeah, I like him by points. I'm not gonna be putting it on anything huge because it's a fairly unconfident pick. But I don't really think Navajo is anything super duper duper special. He has looked good when he's fought, But he's also shown that he's willing to get hit as well. So,
yeah, Javon, you're next here. What do you got to say on this one?
I mean, let's talk about the Sterling in the UFC that Dana does like. Smeagol does not win. He wins decisively. This guy, good wins against Bellato's bitch ass and Ersland. Lopez lost to Jacoby, who can't win against top-level competition, and I don't think Bruno is top-level competition. Navajo is well on his way to being that if he isn't already. I think Navajo by decision.
Have you looked up the combined UFC records of the people that Navajo has beaten?
I'm looking at it right now. Also,
it's like 3-6-1.
Yeah, let's talk though while we're talking about records. Bro's best 2 wins are Lopez has lost to Brinson Ribeiro. I just want to put that out there. That is hands down one of the worst UFC fighters I've ever seen, and he lost to him.
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out on the
seriously, bro. That's a bad loss to me. And then he goes in the LFA. He triangles somebody. He gets a Contender Series win, and he gets a Fight Night win against a Magomed. What is this kid's debut? Pretty sure.
What's funny? That Magomed kid hits hard as fuck.
Oh. funny as fuck, his actually only win is over Brinson Ribeiro. So yeah,
I
man.
know, it's crazy. It's crazy as
Fucking
shit.
Luke,
And then he
yeah.
ended up beating, I know, the MMA match
What a
was
Luke.
insane. And
I
I'm
know.
telling you, bro, this Magomed guy hits like fucking bricks. And he wasn't knocking him out, but then he gets fucking barely hit by Jacoby and goes the fuck out. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's that shit doesn't happen like that often.
Yeah, you
And
know what does
I
happen?
doubt
Bobby
it
B?
happens 2 fights in a row.
You know what happens, Bobby B? Navajo Sterling wins, and he doesn't have a loss.
Navajo gets taken the fuck down.
Hold up, it's my turn. It's my
Yeah.
turn. I want to go. Navajo is younger. He's taller. He has a 5-inch reach advantage. He fights out of 60 kickboxing. Eugene's gonna give him a great game plan. I do like the over 1.5 here on Sterling because I think if Sterling finishes, it's gonna be late. Even though Lopez's 2 losses by knockout are in the first round. So I don't know. For a lotto, I don't mind putting a little stab there at Sterling in the first round. However, I think for the money line price, we cannot play Sterling at -500. I think that's absurd. I have to play Sterling at especially with all 3 of Sterling's UFC wins or by unanimous decision. I have to play Sterling at over 1.5 here and get him at like -200 for my parlay. It's gonna piss me off, but I'm also gonna go back and do whatever is better priced, honestly, because I'm looking for a value stab here on Sterling. Because in terms of playing him, there's really not much of a method to play here. His price is terrible, bro. This price is terrible. -500.
Broke
I'm
down
with
round
you.
2 and 3 props for Sterling. That's probably the only thing I'm going to be looking at for him.
Yeah, I haven't got to look at any of the parlays and stuff yet, but as I look at this fight, man, it's a weird fight to me. I get where you're coming from. Lopez has finishing potential here. I don't know. I like Sterling over 1.5, and that's my official play on this fight for Sterling.
Potential.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to finish him. I think he's just going to hold him down, cage work him.
Yeah. So next fight, who is up here? I think this is Javon. Your turn. We got Ricky Simone, Adrian Yanez. Let me get him pulled up here while my boy is getting dressed, getting ready for his flight.
Man, I actually got undressed. I was sweating bullets through my fucking pits on that shirt. I was about to ruin it before I even got to really wear it.
Oh man. And this fight here, we got Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. If my computer will load, Ricky Simone is 22-7, fighting out of American Top Team Portland. Very clear, they're Portland. That is not the one down in South Florida that everyone trains out of. Ricky though is 10-6 in the UFC, coming off a loss against Barcelos. He is fighting Adrian Yanez. If I'm not mistaken, Adrian Yanez is like 17-6. If this will pull up. I don't know what is going on with my computer, but yeah, 17-6, fighting on a Metro Fight Club. Both these guys are around the same size here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1-inch reach advantage for Yanez, 1-inch height advantage for Yanez, 1 year age disadvantage for Ricky. Ricky's 33, the other guy's 32. These guys are pretty evenly matched on paper. I mean, especially when you talk about like win percentages and stuff too. Ricky 10-6 in the UFC, Adrian Yanez 6-3 in the UFC. Slightly favors Yanez, if I'm not mistaken, for win percentage, but both of these guys are coming off a loss. Adrian Yanez has actually lost 3 out of his last 4 too. Ricky Simone has lost, let's see, 4 out of his last 6. So it's like, Javon, tell me how this one's gonna go.
So this is where you're gonna see the Captain Morgan started to kick in really heavy. I'm gonna just read what I got written down. No two ways about it. Ricky Simone kind of sucks, but so does Adrian Yanez, but he looks stupider and doing it with that dumbass haircut. I'm taking Ricky because Adrian's face. Enough said. Moving on.
Yeah, Javon with the cold cut delivery, like he's getting sub at Subway, man. Cold cut special. That cracked me up.
Not the right read. That's the fucked up part. You did good.
Look, y'all disrespect my boy, bro. This is a red pick for me, but I always ride with my dog Ricky, man. I like Ricky, bro. He's one of these fighters I've always wanted more out of Ricky, but he just fails me. And I can't lie, he will fail my pocketbook sometimes too. This is a red pick for me, but I'm taking Ricky. This fight's honestly a toss-up. This fight, the line is accurate on it. I'm pretty sure it's like a -140 or about -170. I expect this line to come down to almost a pick 'em. If I'm getting a read on this, Adrian Yanez, the line should start moving towards him if I know ball. But Ricky Simone, you never know what Ricky you're gonna get. He gives me Kevin Holland vibes. You know, like that's what scares me about this fight, bro. Like if we got the Ricky who comes out here, he chain wrestles. He's got good cardio. He'll set up his chain wrestling with and dump on you with a good double leg, push you up against the cage, get a minute of control time before he finally gets you to the ground. If that's the Ricky I know I'm gonna get, I'm taking Ricky every time, especially in some of these fights. But I don't know, so I can't be more confident than Red. This fight's a toss-up. I could totally see Yanez coming out here, keeping this fight standing, piecing him up. He's got good hands, bro. And this is a weird fight to me, man. It's a really weird fight. I'm gonna slightly lean Ricky here, but it's like not confidently, man. His last good win was flatlining Javid Bashrat after losing 3 fights in a row. But this is all tough comp, man. Song Yadong, Mario Batista, Vinicius Oliveira, all these guys are like top 10 or top 12. I know Vinicius is right there, if I'm not mistaken, on the outside of the top 10. But this Javid Bashrat win is aging well. I don't know, man. This is a weird fight for me. Bobby, how are you seeing it?
It's a Red pick, but it's just because, like you said, I don't know what version of him I'm going to get. But yeah, things about Yanez, he actually is really good boxing.
He does.
The problem is that he's got no defense to go with it, and that motherfucker gets hit in the face. Got a really good chin, though. He has 0 head movement at all. Like, literally doesn't move his fucking head at all. He just sits there and just gets punched in the face and likes it. But yeah, I'm anticipating 10+ takedown attempts from Ricky. Yanez has literally never fought anybody that's done that shit to him. I think Ricky's going to come in here and win this by points.
Love it.
I'm
leaning
somebody
too.
down.
Yeah, here's the thing too with Yanez. I didn't talk about this with a few fighters. Casey O'Neill, another reason I'm not mad at y'all at all for taking Gabby is the ring rust. And I do see ring rust here. By the way, he lost to Daniel Marcos. This is not a bad loss. It was a split decision too. But his wins aren't that good. His best win is Davy Grant, and this is like Davy Grant's over the hill, man. Imagine, does he beat a prime Davy Grant? I don't know. But when I look at Yanez, I don't know. I'm just not sold. Something's not selling me on him. I think Ricky comes out here, and this is a close fight, 29-28, maybe in a split decision. But I'm leaning Ricky on this one, man. Weird fight. Weird fight. Anybody else got anything you want to say on that one?
No, can I ask for a favor though? I do have to get out of here like real soon. Can I take the lead on the next one and just leave y'all with a final thought? And I'm gonna let you guys speak for me on the last fight, and you'll know exactly what to say.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just ask you this so we can save us all some time. Does anyone in here taking Brazil?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, hit him with your best shot, Javon. What you got?
I think Alexia is one of the futures of the strawweight division. With her alternating between unanimous decision wins and submissions in her last 6 fights. Bruna, what's her name?
Brazil.
Bruna has alternating wins and losses for her last 7 fights, and she's about to be on her first streak since 2022 with 2 losses in a row. I love Alexia getting through with a decisive win or a sub. Somebody tell her change her picture on Google because she's kind of cute, but she looks like Terrence McKinney in her picture.
Bro, it's funny. Yo, but this is one thing I just want to talk about. We like MMA math on this show.
See you, Javon.
Later, Javon. Safe flight, brother. Texas, let us know how it went, man.
My last note for the last, and I'll let you guys speak for me. Just speak for me on the last fight. All I got to say is golden rule. All right, boys. Love you. Y'all be good.
What's the last pick? What's the last fight?
There is no last fight, Javon. That shit's off the card, bro. You gotta start using tabology, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, we gotta get you on
Get out of
top.
here!
The zoo.
Nah, bro, that guy withdrew from injury.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he lost
canceled.
already. Golden rule.
Exactly.
I'll see you.
Later, bro.
See you, buddy.
Later, bro. Safe flight, man. Look, real quick though, the MMA math one on this one is pretty similar. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you look at it. We're looking at Brazil here losing a unanimous decision to Loma. Loma comes out and loses a unanimous decision to Alexia in her last fight. I mean, I really don't need a
go look at Tainara's first loss, Premier. This is the girl. Remember I was talking about Macy Barber getting rematched from years ago?
Whoa, I didn't even dig this deep. Whoa.
Yeah, so it's not 10 years, but it's 6. This is the fight that I was thinking of in my head. where she's getting her fucking spin back as well.
I can't
But,
lie. This is 7. I'm gonna give this 6.5, 7 years. Yeah, this is 6.5 years. You want to get technical?
Completely different fighter since then, bro.
Completely different fighter. She looks like an animal, bro, when she steps in the octagon.
Oh, dude,
bro.
dude.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's funny. You were talking about that Loma fight. I bet on Loma. I
remember it was a good value stab because Loma was what?
I was so sure, bro. Yeah, Muay Thai striker. Like, I was like, oh yeah, she's never fought anybody like this. And then I fucking saw what she did to Loma, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this girl's good. Yeah, and the money line's already fucking cooked. Obviously, the fucking money line's like -700. It's fucking cooked.
Yeah, but, and here's the thing, though. I like her over 1.5 because I mean, Bruna has actually.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It went to round 3 in their first fight, bro. I don't, bro. Bruna Brazil.
That's when she wasn't good.
Yeah, but she trains out of the fighting nerds too. She's gonna know to drill submission defense all week, drilling takedown defense. I expect this fight to kind of be like a cagey, grindy.
She's got good kickboxing. She's good on the feet too.
I know. I'm not saying Alexia is bad at all. What I am saying though is Alexia might take her time because she lost to this girl on the ground before, and her whole advantage is on the ground. Like, that's her massive advantage is on the ground. I do think she can sit here and outstrike Bruna Brazil, but I'm gonna. This is like a Navajo Sterling. I'm probably gonna put these two on a parlay since their money lines are cooked, and just take them both over 1.5. And if I get sold, I get sold. It's gonna be a low unit stab anyway, because it's like I don't know how I feel.
Wait, so you're saying that because both their money lines are cooked, you're gonna take both of them and over 1.5 on a parlay?
Yep, I like that parlay because if you really look at it too, Navajo Sterling, all 3 wins that he has are by UD in the UFC. When you look at Alexia here, one coming off a unanimous decision, and actually had a unanimous decision on the Contender Series where you're not supposed to get UDs. Her only submission is against Molly McCann, a meatball, a literal meatball, a lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lamb to the slaughter level. Like
MMA math the same points. I have that in my breakdown, but I think that she's gonna come out and make a statement win because
I could see her subbing her. I just think she's gonna go a little slow with it, and that's why I'm kind of leaning over 1.5, especially because their first fight went to round 3, and that's where Bruna finished her was round 3. So I don't know, man. This is a weird fight. I really hate the money line on this one, but I can't lie. It's a solid profit booster. I really don't expect.
See what it looks like on Friday.
Exactly, bro. I hope somebody kind of hits this Bruna Brazil money line to bring it back down, but like, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
Yo, Matty Bass, James, where you at? Yo, James, we need you and your people,
bro.
Yo, matter of fact, all James people, come on, we got you.
Yeah, I can't lie. After last week, we're feeling good right now, Bobby. Man, bro, I've seen this video.
God damn,
bro, I've seen this video. He said he was down like 600K or something because like his unit size is absurd.
Yeah, he was talking about unit scaling and all that shit, and fucking. He said how like when you're in a downtrend, how your unit losses scale down or whatever. That way, he made 1.8 last year, but he only lost 600, so he still got 1.2. All kinds of shit. I don't know. I don't.
I've seen it. I'll never.
I
hate on the guy.
don't care about it one way or another because I don't really like do anything with his picks. Like you saw last week, like his whole play was the under.
You literally faded it.
I came on the fucking show and said, I like the other one. Yeah.
And you know what? You were right. You were right.
I like other people's input, though. I respect everybody else's input. It's all opinions at the end of the day, you know? Some people's opinions are just right more often than others.
Yeah, and I can't lie, bro. Those are people I always look out for. I always like their picks. You know, Chasing, Maddie, Lucrative. I can't even lie. Shout out my dog Raymond. I still value a lot of the boys' picks 100%. But at the end of the day, you got to be your own man. You got to have your own picks. And this is what I'm rolling with this week, man. Bobby, you got anything you want to say to people before we get out of here?
Nah, you can, if you want to see my early picks, they're on my fucking Twitter.
Yeah, Bobby dropped all of his picks and his. I'm
gonna drop the final slate on Friday when we do the thing. I don't know.
For sure. It's at not Joe Bob too. Just so y'all know, this week we will be getting an official Twitter page organized, and we will be getting an official Discord organized. We're gonna start getting our stuff a little more organized. These first few weeks we kind of been testing the waters, seeing how things are going, and then we're gonna start really rolling stuff out. I appreciate everyone tapping in. We will be doing our official Premier Parlay show this Friday. It's going to be live on Twitch at probably around 7, 8 p.m.
20 units last event, boys. 20 units.
I came up 12. Let's track on ticket, bro. Third party track. We're really balling right now. I smacked a max bet, smacked 2 massive underdogs. We're rolling right
That's
now.
more than some Discord's fucking MMA campers make legitimately in their whole time there.
Yeah.
One fucking event.
Yeah. We're not.
And we did it the week before that too.
Don't drop names, Bobby. Don't disrespect. But trust me, we both know who you're talking about. Oh man. But yeah, y'all make sure to tap into the show. We're gonna be recording it live. It'll be live on Twitch. It's Bobby B, man. He's up out of here. Yeah, it'll be live this Friday, man. Also, keep an eye out for the short form content. Yes, sir. Well, keep an eye out for the short form content dropping on my YouTube and on TikTok at Premier_TV on TikTok. TikTok's been doing crazy, man. I appreciate all the love if y'all are watching this right now from TikTok. And honestly, comment like TikTok or something if I should start recording these shows live on TikTok. Anyways, though, man, I think we're up out of here. I really don't got much else to say. Y'all make sure to tap back in for the parlays later this week. I appreciate everyone watching this right now. Comment down below if you want to, man. Comment down below your picks. Comment down below, like, at minimum, your safest 3 to 5 picks you got for this week. I'm curious what the people are feeling. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to comment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications if you haven't. Make sure to follow the Twitch too so you can catch the shows live. I don't know if I'm going to do the TikTok live thing yet. I got to see if the support's there. But the TikTok's been going crazy, man. So probably going to be doing that. I appreciate y'all's time. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. It's your boy Premier. That's Bobby B. And shout out my dog Javon tuning in before his flight, man. I appreciate everyone. Y'all have a great rest of your day and talk to you soon. It's your boy Premier. And I'm out, man. Peace.